All right, guys, check this out. Let me climb up here in the bed of my truck. But look at there. That right there is the new tub for the skoolie. So check this out. This is a 4-foot cast iron clawfoot bathtub. Yeah, buddy, that's what I'm talking about. I fit in here just fine. And the reason I got this is because if I go to Lowe's or Home Depot, one of those places around here, and if I get a brand new tub or even a used tub around here, is going to cost me $200 just for the tub. The cheapest one they got at Lowe's is like $180 something plus tax, so $200. Then you still have to get the tub wall kit for it to be a shower, or you have to get a shower pan, which is $100 and something, and then you know, the wall kit again, you know, and all the shower parts and everything. So this right here I got for $340 plus tax. So it ended up being like $359 total. So this right here is, you know, kind of turnkey deal. All we gotta do is get all the plumbing for it, get a new faucet set up for it, and we're gonna have it where it has like the little hose thing. But I mean, I'm 6 foot tall. I can fit in this thing just fine. But let me stand up. So what I can do is actually build a, you know, like a copper ring that'll go around it and have a shower curtain that goes all the way around this, and it acts as a shower too. But that's something I'll probably do later on, you know, down the road. We just have to make sure we get a faucet for it that actually has the little hose thing on it, not necessarily like this right here. I actually grew up with a bathtub just like this, and this is amazing that, like, that probably actually still works. That's crazy. I could probably actually make some wooden handles and epoxy onto this right here, and it would work just fine. It's amazing how stuff like this old, lasts. It does have some scuffs on it right here. I don't know what I can do to fix that, or even if I will worry about it. But we will. We're going to paint this right here on the bottom side to cover up that rust and everything. And I think we're going to color it the same color as the bus. We're going to be doing, it's I forget the name of the color, but we actually went and found some cards at Lowe's. It's like a turquoise color that we're going to be doing. Has a specific name, but yeah. So that's what I accomplished today. Was I shopped around and shopped around. I've researched all across the internet and finally found a clawfoot bathtub for $340. I actually had to talk them down a little bit. They wanted, I think it was $399 for that one for the 4-foot. They had a 5-foot or 60-inch one that they wanted $350 for. The 4-foot goes for more money, I guess. So this is where we are on the school bus. Is still at the insulation on the floor. That's what we got. So we can't put the clawfoot tub in there just yet. I will be probably taking the feet off of it to, you know, get it down closer to the floor, you know, for headspace. But at the same time, I also got to figure out exactly how we're going to mount that in there so it's actually bolted down to the floor. So that's the struggles I'm going to be facing with that tub. A new tub, yeah, you just kind of frame it in and all that kind of stuff, which we could do with this one. We could actually build a frame around it with 2x4s and plywood and everything, and you know, it'd still look all right like that. That's not really what I'm aiming for. It may end up being what we end up doing. That's not what I'm aiming for, because I like that classic look of the clawfoot tub, and we want to paint it that turquoise color and just make it really something nice. So I think people, when they see this bus, when it's done, they're going to be like, man, it's like stepping back into the past or something, you know, back in the 50s and 60s or whatever. But I actually grew up bathing in a tub like that. When I lived over in Miami, my grandmother owned one house, and then she had a house next door to her, and we had a clawfoot bathtub in there pretty much just like that. I think it was actually probably the 60-inch one. It could have been like that, but I think it was actually longer. But you know, it's kind of neat, you know, being able to go to these places like this and buy stuff like this right here. Yeah, it's an antique and everything, and sometimes you end up paying extra money for it. I think I got it for a heck of a good deal. There's other places around here. There's one place around here that is selling the exact same kind of clawfoot bathtubs for $700. So I think I got a pretty decent deal on it. You know, I was looking at spending about $318 for just a tub, and then another $300 or $400 on top of that for the wall kit that I was going to have to trim down and fit to the curvature of the bus. I didn't really want to do that. I like the idea of having like the copper tubing around the top with the shower curtain and everything. That's something that, you know, it's easy to open up and let it dry out and air out. It's something that you can replace fairly inexpensively, just a shower curtain, you know. And it, at the same time, if you want, you can actually take the shower curtain down and it opens up the whole area a little bit more. And I think the shower or bathtub is actually going to be back here. It's going to be behind the wheel well, kind of in mine and my wife's bedroom area, sort of. But you know, the kids' bunk beds are going to be right there too, right across from the shower. So that's going to be kind of interesting, like their beds being right there, and then right across, you know, 30 inches away is where the toilet's going to be too. So yeah, it's going to be tight quarters a little bit, but I'm trying my best to manage space as best as I possibly can and just maximize everything. And that's why we went with the 4-foot one instead of a 60-inch, because it's going to take up a lot less space, and it's, you know, it will certainly, you know, meet our needs. I sat down in it. My wife, she sat down in it after I did, and I got the wet butt. It rained here earlier today. No, I didn't actually sit in the water. I picked it up and dumped the water out, and we waited a little bit, and then I went over and I sat in it. And she said, well, shoot, you're 6 foot tall. If you can fit in it, I can fit in it. And then I started kind of walking away from it, and she was kind of warming up to the idea, right? And I turned around, and she's climbing into it, but towards the back, she almost tipped it over. It was funny. But she got in there, and she sat down, and she's like, yeah, I think this would work. And she's like, it's way more comfortable than the tub we have here at our house. That slope back on that clawfoot tub is super, super nice. I don't know, it's just really nice being able to kind of just lay back in that, you know. I like it a lot. Okay, let's probably leave it at that. But anyways, I just thought I'd show you guys the tub we got and everything, this huge mess I've got out here. So yeah, got a lot of work to do, but right now I am trying to source all the different things at, you know, really good prices. I'm just real frugal like that. I like to get the best price possible. So that's what I've been doing, is just really comparing prices and stuff. I spent all day today looking up all over the internet, all over Craigslist and Facebook and everything. And to be honest with you, you can actually get a tub cheaper at Lowe's than what I can get one that's used on Craigslist or Facebook. Like $180 something for a tub at Lowe's plus tax. I mean, but still, yeah, you're looking at $200 right there, and I think it's like $399 or something for the tub wall kit. And man, that's just, you know, that's $400, and so $600 right there. And this right here is $359 for this tub, and we don't have to do anything else. I mean, those tubs and stuff at Lowe's, you still have to buy a faucet for that. We still have to buy a faucet for this. I've seen the faucets somewhere around $89 to $100, and they go on up from there, right? On the internet. But so, I mean, it's kind of a turnkey deal. We'll have the whole setup. We don't necessarily have to have it as a shower just yet. For about $100, you can get the shower ring thing that goes up above it, but I'm pretty sure I'm probably going to make my own, so it's probably going to cost me a little more on that, because the only ones I can find are they're either like a chrome covered brass, or they're solid brass, but I want copper. So copper is going to go with the bus. So I think I'm going to end up having to, like, bend some copper and everything to the shape I want to fit that. So that's going to be another interesting thing. Plus we get to paint this and everything and go through the whole process of putting all new hardware or the plumbing stuff on it. I think the next thing I need to get, I've already ordered my diesel heater, so that should be coming in here in a week or two, in the new year, I guess. I ordered a fuel pump for the engine because that's been leaking. I think that's why it has a hard time starting. I ordered a few other things. I ordered a bulkhead fitting for a fuel tank that I already have, because these diesel heaters come with a I think it's a 10-liter fuel tank, and I want a bigger fuel tank than that because we're going to be living in this thing like full time. We'll probably still use that tank that comes with it, and we'll put in like a little Y or T or whatever, and we'll have a fuel shut off so we can actually have that as a reserve in that, and then we'll have the bigger racing fuel tank strapped to the back wall back there. That will, you know, be the main source. And so when it runs out, it'll be kind of like that warning, you know, it's like, hey, you're really low on fuel, so you can actually go switch it over and start running out of the smaller tank, and just know that you have to go get fuel, that sort of deal. But yeah, so far that's about it. I have a mattress like in my shopping cart. I have not bought it yet. I've just, you know, I have to, you know, confer or whatever. I got to talk with my wife about it and see what she thinks. But we've been looking at it's kind of like a memory foam mattress. It's a 10-inch thick. So that's, you know, what we're kind of looking at doing for our bed. But I needed to have an idea what bed mattress we're going to get for this, because we have a queen size, and I'm not putting a queen size in this bus. We don't need a bed that big. We do need a new bed, so, you know, we might as well get a new one, but I need to know what size to frame it. And at the same time, I also got to figure out what size water tanks we're getting. I think I know what size water tank I'm getting, but I think we're going for the combo, 200-gallon combo. It'll be a freshwater and a gray water tank at first, and we may later on buy another 100-gallon freshwater tank to put like on the other side of the bed. But as for right now, we're just going to go with a 100-gallon tank for the freshwater and a 100-gallon tank for the gray water. We're not going to have a black water tank. But yeah, I think that's kind of like where we stand right now, like as far as the extent of my planning for this whole process. One of these days, I'm going to get my butt in there and I'm going to get the plywood in. I've got another video coming out tomorrow for you guys, so I need to make this video. That'll put me out another day and allow me to get some work done on the bus so I can get another video out to you guys. So anyways, I want to thank you guys for listening to my rambling for this long, and hope you enjoyed this little video. So we'll see you next time. Thanks for watching. Bye.